I'm going to show you how we can generate most of the code of a trust management system from a given TMDL descriptions. If you need more information about TMDL, in our website we have more tutorials and also some documentations that describe how we can create and validate a given TMDL description. So first of all, we will load an example that we also find, you can find it in the website, which is an example of eBay. So in this example, you can see that we have in this example we have 4 roles. Typically, we have the buyer role. We have also the server role, the customer role, and the seller role. And we have all the relation that link this role according to the descriptions file that is available in the website again. So in the bottom we can find the detail of each role here, and also about relations. And in the left side you have a view that show you all the roles that can be generated. You can check the role if you want to generate it or not. And what that it means that typically the trust management system for this example is composed by 2 applications. The first application is the server application that allow to manage the reputation of customer, that can be buyer or seller, and there is the other role or the other application, which is the customer application, which allow to give feedbacks to and to retrieve the reputation of the buyer or the seller. So it's very simple. You just have to click this button and this dialog appear. And here, because for this as we describe it in the define TMDA. TMDA is composed by different domain. So for each domain we can define different specific package, Java package. So for here we have the space of the domain eBay, and for this domain we have the package eBay. The second thing is to have to choose where we want to store the generated test management system. So I will call TMS, which is a directory where we are going to store the generated test management system. So click on generate, then wait a few seconds, and now generation success. So here we generate trust management system, and as you can see here, the TMS, there is the eBay workspace that contain customer application and server application. These 2 applications can communicate using RMI. This is for the first version of the tool, but further for the future version we want to provide different communication protocol such as REST, and provide this application as web services maybe. So actually this 2 projects and this workspace can easily imported using Eclipse. So here I just open this folder as the workspace. Yeah, now we can import the project. So import, existing project into workspace. Open. Here we have eBay customer and server that found. Two projects are now imported into Eclipse. To see, it's very easy. And for each project, we have different. We create different Java file. First, we have the interface that define all the typically the interface of the trustee that the trustor will try to communicate with. Typically, we will have the because here it's for the customer. The customer can communicate, have the buyer interface, can communicate with other customers that can be sellers, and also can communicate with the server. Now we have all the interface, all the operations that can be performed on each application. We have also the metric, and here we have all the metric that have defined to the TMDM description. We have here also all the relation that can be established with the buyer and with the customer, or manipulated by the customer. We have here here we have the main uh, the main file. Here we can start actually and a buyer on customer, sorry, with with a defined on defined address and with a specific name. And this create actually an instance of a customer, like instance of the customer, like Bob or Alice. And also the most important part, which cannot be generated automatically, unfortunately, is is about how we can compute and assess trust. Because for each relation, which can be transitive relation, we have two relation to compose because it's due to the transitivity. Or in this case, we have two made concatenations between the with relation and the from relation with the with relation. And also, if we have many results, we have to aggregate all the results that we found. If we ask about for the by transitivity about the trustworthiness about the seller, about the seller, for example, in this case we may find a lot of result, and in this case we have to aggregate the result. So here in the application logic we have defined an empty operation that typically that we have bootstrapping, we have the update operation, and here in inside whatever for example whatever relation is created, how we can initiate this relation, maybe with a value, for example, between 0 or 0.5, between 0 and 1. So this is an example of a direct relation, but for another relation of type of transitive, this one it's T, it's for transitive. D is for direct and R is for reputation based, just to easily recognize the relations from their name. We have, for instance, we have aggregation, which means that if we have several results, how we aggregate it, do we use the average or the maximum or the minimum? In this part of the operation, this part have to be fed by the user because it's application logic and cannot be generated automatically. And also we have concatenations here, and we have what is done automatically, that we have all the input, and how we process this input, how we compute it, this is have to be done by the user. Thank you, the tutorial is done. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me, and also to visit our website. We have other tutorials, and also we have some documentation that can be useful. Thank you again.